What's going on, you guys? I am the Crow, and today I'm bringing you a deck profile of, well, obviously, Dino Thunder. And shout out to Brian from Crush Cards for signing my DCT for me. It's also misprint. I don't know if you ever noticed. But yeah, holy crap, I'm not doing a Dark Magician deck profile. What's going on here? Well, I play other decks besides just Dark Magician. So this is just something I've been cooking up for a while. And I really can make some insane boards with this. So, without further ado, let's get into it, alright? I know you're all probably wondering what's going on here. Well, first off, we do play the double Ultimate Collector Tyranno. Obviously the biggest, second best structure deck boss monster ever to be released. So, obviously if you didn't know what he does, quick effect, he can pop a dinosaur, or basically any monster. Remember, it's any monster. He can quick effect pop any monster from your hand or field to flip all your opponent's monsters face down. He can run them over, send them into the graveyard, and burn 1,000 each for every monster he destroys. He can attack them all once each. So obviously very good. Takes 2 dinosaurs to banish. Obviously the second best structure deck boss monster, second to Doom King. Up next, we do have your best normal summon in the decks a little bit. We do have Soul Eating Oviraptor. Obviously, Soul Eating, we all know, he either sends to a graveyard as a hand any dinosaur, or a secondary effect, if you pop a dinosaur, he can special summon back from the graveyard any dinosaur. Everyone knows what he does at this point. I mean, it's dinos. Yes. Rest in peace. The other 2 copies, we still have him in 1 at least, but yeah. Obviously, seeing him is a little bit more crucial now, because he's at 1. But anyway, if you don't know what he does, as a quick effect, he can discard himself to the graveyard to make your dinosaurs during the main phase unaffected by your opponent's activated effects during the phase that he sent him to the grave. Or he can banish himself and any other dinosaur monster to special summon a dinosaur from the hinder deck with a level equal to the number of dinosaurs you banish. So if you banish 2, you get to summon a level 2. If you banish 4, you summon a level 4. So it has to be him and like 3 others for level 4. That's basically how that kind of works. Then obviously the 1 Giant Rex. I mean, this boy is a little bit underrated. He puts in the work. He really does. This boy. Banish him to summon himself from the, banish him to special summon himself. Pretty nutty. And here comes Scrap Raptor. This boy right here. Obviously, if you don't know what he does, you can target 1 monster you control, destroy it. Also, during the main phase this turn, you can normal summon normal summon 1 scrap monster in addition to your normal summon set. So if he can basically pop himself to get that effect, or if he pops any monster to do that. But if a scrap monster destroys him by a card effect, he can also add a scrap factory or non-tuner scrap monster from your deck to your hand. So he's kind of crucial for a little combo in here. But I play him at 2 because kind of not a lot of room in this deck. And for the rest of the scraps, we do play the Golem and the Chimera. Obviously, this is what you search off of Scrap Raptor to add to your hand. Scrap Golem, is what you summon off of Scrap Wyvern. And then you can reborn Scrap Raptor from the graveyard off of it and go into more plays. This guy can normal summon, bring back a Scrap Raptor or any scrap monster, in all honesty. So, yeah, it's a very good engine. We all know what they do. Up next, we do have the 1 Animadorned and obviously the 1 Baby Cerosaurus. Whoa, where's Petite Pteranodon? And why you only playing 1 Animadorn? That's all you really need. But yeah, Animadorn, obviously, pop a monster off of his summon, or pop a dinosaur monster from your hand or field to obviously get a double Evo pill, or the one you're not going to use, which is add a reptile, sea serpent, or winged beast monster with the same original level as that destroyed monster, or 1 evolution pill spell from your deck to your hand. It's funny how that works, because sometimes I think that could work with possibly Tri-Brigade, but it's whatever, because he can add a winged beast monster, which is a funny thing. But it's anyway for this depth. But for this profile, he's gonna be only be adding the evolution pill. And Baby Ceratosaurus, when it's destroyed, you can special summon a dinosaur monster from your deck. Obviously, this boy puts in the work. And please, can we get a hollow printing of Baby Ceratosaurus? Possibly maximum gold, since you did it for Miscellaneousaurus over here. Yeah, that'd be great. Up next, now it's time for the Thunder Engine. Obviously, the 3 Roar, the 3 Dark, and 1 Hawk. Oh, if you also want to know, there's also 1 Duo and 1 Chaos Creator. That's it for the Thunders. Obviously, banish this to summon this. This guy can either, if you discard it, add himself, or, you know, if you send from field to grave, banished, he obviously grabs any Thunder Dragon card, and this one, when you discard him, he brings back any Thunder Dragon monster, or if he's banished, he can shuffle your hand and draw the same amount of cards. This guy, if he's discarded, he can add any Thunder monster from your graveyard or banish pile back to your hand. And obviously, these guys are just, you know, this one's banished 1 light, 1 dark, and he just kind of sits there on the field. But if he destroys a monster by battle, you can banish a card from your graveyard and add a Thunder monster from your deck to your hand, which is cool. But that's pretty much it. Besides, like, once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can target one of your banished cards, place it on top or bottom of the deck. And this guy is, you can take any 3 Thunder monsters, I think, or any 3 banished monsters with different names, and special summon one of them and shuffle the rest back. Or, you know, put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. That's it. But yeah, that's basically all he does. That's it for the Thunders. Let me just shuffle it. Yeah, gather them up here. Up next, we do have some dragons. So obviously Levineer, and then the 2 babies. Obviously, this is for the engine of, well, these 2 are for the engine of the Chaos Space and stuff. This guy is, if you see him, you see him. Plus, he helps banish your Thunder Dragons whenever you need it. Obviously, the triple Fossil Dig now for spells for the Dinos, and then the double Evo. And if you want Thunder Dragon Fusion, add any Dinosaur, banish a non-Dino and a Dino to get a level 7 or higher from the deck, hand or deck with ignoring so many conditions. Then Thunder Dragon Fusion is obviously you shuffle all the Thunder monsters you have from field, grave, or banished into the deck to summon a fusion monster. So that's it for the Dino and Thunder spells. Up next, we do have the Chaos Space, obviously to search out the baby dragons or whatever you need. So this could also search out the Thunder Dragon Levineer. Yes. So that's also another thing. You can search Levineer with this card. But you mainly search the babies. So with the babies, it's you banish something, special summon 1 after you search it off of this. Alright, so you banish whatever you sent, summon off one of the babies. Then when that goes to the grave, it'll search out the other one. Then you banish that one, the one that you just sent to the grave, to summon the new one that got searched. And then you can banish this from the graveyard to put the one that was banished back onto the bottom of the deck and draw a card. So it's a beautiful, beautiful card. Nice, good engine. Up next, we do have triple Allure of Darkness. The best draw for the deck because, you know, you draw 2 and banish any dark. I mean, come on. Banish any dark. What does this deck do again? Best draw 2 in this deck. Alright, in the next round off the spells, we do have the 1 gold sarcophagus, call back grave to stop hand traps, and then Foolish Burial, just in case you need to get whatever you need to the graveyard. And yes, it's the Lost Artwork. I love our Lost Artwork cards. Alright, up next is the extra deck. And for the extra deck, we do play the 1 Thunder Dragon Titan. That's basically it for the fusions. We don't play the twin-headed Thunder Dragon because it specifically asks for Thunder Dragon specifically. So, and we don't play that. But, you know, it's there. We have the Titan. That's just all good. And this is going to be a really weird list. So we do have a Shen because generic level 9 that we could possibly synchro into, and it's just a macrocosmos on your opponent's turn. It's just a walking macrocosmos in general. Your Thunder Dragons get boosted off of this. Trishula here, obviously, to just hand rip. Warlord Savage, Omni Negate. Chaos Ruler, he's a really good card. If you don't know what he does, because I barely ever see him in profiles, but he can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. Hello, Emancipators. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, add 1 card from it to your hand, then put the rest in the graveyard. And when he's in the graveyard, you can banish the light and dark to special summon him back from the graveyard, but banish him when he leaves the field. Beautiful card. I mean, this card's busted a little bit. Shooting Riser Dragon, obviously, to you kind of get this off of Kirschon Haugi Fibrax, and then he can synchro summon in your opponent's turn, which is amazing. I kind of like using him a lot. I really use him a lot. Dingirsu for the XCs, Logia and Doka, obviously. And that's it for the Synchro and XCs. Gold Appaloosa, we all know what she does. Nightmare Unicorn, Collector's Rare. Nightmare Phoenix, Scrap Wyvern for the engine. Haugi Fibrax also for the engine. And obviously, if you're stuck with Amadorn on the field, like Karibo. And that is it for the deck profile. Like, I don't try to do side deck because it's kind of just variable on what's, what you play against in your local league, or when you're going to a tournament stuff. It's all stuff, but it's all subjective. But just play what you need for the side deck. A good one I could recommend is with the current format it is right now at the time of this video. Contact C could be very good because of the fact that you can put it on your opponent's field, and it can only use Contact C as material for anything in the extra deck. So if it's a deck that's like specific on what the typing or names that they need to go into, Contact C is very good against them. It can really shut down a lot of decks. Dragon Link was a very big thing before LP got hit. Tri Brigade, depending on what they're playing, it could really hurt them a lot. So it just depends. But thank you so much for watching. I know this isn't a Dark Vision build because I've been doing nothing but Dark Vision builds, but that's because Dark Vision is just like a fun deck that I play, and I've always enjoyed Dark Vision. It's not like my main deck, although it is a deck that got me into the format, so that's why I kind of favor it a little bit. But yes, I do play other decks besides Dark Vision. Like, I actually play some meta decks. Like, I went to Warrior Town and I took on first round Logan Shields, and I was playing Logan from Crush Cards. I was playing Scrap Dino. So at the time it was like, what, a rogue deck? Yeah. So, and she was playing Dogmatic Eldritch, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful time because this is a grind game like no tomorrow. But anyway, I do love dinos. It wasn't my original build, it wasn't my original deck to get into dinos. It was my friend's. Duddits YGO, plug. Duddits YGO is a good friend of mine, and he was originally the Dino guy until I started taking over as Dino player. But thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for any more Yu-Gi-Oh content. And if you really enjoy it, sorry if you can hear my AC in the background. It's really warm out. You really need the AC on. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.